PokeMoshPit, how are we doing today? I'm doing great, thanks for asking. We've got a game here against LittleRelapse from the Battle for Charity stream about 2 months ago now, quite a while ago. But it was a really fun match. I'm bringing the team that I've been using. I mean, it's a 4th gen team, and I've basically just decided to use it in 5th gen now that Deoxys Speed is in OU. And he's using pretty much a standard 5th gen team, so it should be pretty interesting. Got some cool guys going on, and yeah, so I'm going to lead off with Rachi, who is Calm Mind subset, and even though I can set up all over Ferrothorn all day, every day, I'm going to decide to switch out and go to Trunks first of all. I'm susceptible to the Power Whip, I know, but I am very defensive and I can take the hit relatively easily. Plus, I want to lay down my rocks early game while I have a chance, so he gets his up on the first turn as I go for mine on the second, and I know that I can take a Power Whip relatively well, probably live with just over half, and I do live with just over half, so really not too much of a big deal there. And I'm actually going to go for the spin on this turn. I guess in hindsight probably not the best idea, because it's obvious that he can set them up again quite easily, and also I'm going to be taking the Iron Barb's damage, but I was pretty sure he was going to predict my switch, thinking that I wouldn't want to take a second Power Whip, so he goes for the Leech Seed predicting that, which is great, because now I'm going to get the safe switch into whatever I want to go to, knowing that he's most likely either going to set up Stealth Rocks or switch out, you know, wanting to use something else against Donphan. So I'm going to go into Noctowl to take whatever hit, a Power Whip or get in before the Stealth Rocks. That's the multi-purpose switch of bringing Noctowl in then. And he's actually going to go out to Rotom Wash, which although looks like a pretty bad matchup for me, it's not going to turn out, you know, that bad, because first of all, he has leftovers, so I know he's a more defensive build, meaning that I'm going to be able to live the Thunderbolt with relative ease, and there you go, stab Thunderbolt from a Rotom, and I take it really nicely, because not many people give credit to Noctowl's special defense, and you know, mixing special defense with HP, it does make for a really decent special wall. So I'm going to get off a Roost on his first turn of sleep, which is a guaranteed turn, that was 100% confirmed, and I'm just going to hope here that he doesn't get a first turn wake up, because what I want to do is I want to go for the Whirlwind and start, you know, my tactics of phasing his team, getting Stealth Rock damage on as many things as possible, and, you know, starting that process of really breaking his team down to the point at which I can bring something in later and hopefully clean stuff up. As long as I get prior damage on lots of his team members, then it's going to be a relatively easy thing for me to do, I guess. So in comes Conkeldurr, which isn't the best matchup for Sophos. I do have full health and rocks aren't up, so it's easy for me to switch out and switch back in again if I need to do so later. And I'm going to go to Rachi thinking to take a Stone Edge. He's actually going to go for the Hammer Arm, and that, oh my god, that does a absolute freaking monster truck ton. Like, that was like 7 monster trucks falling on my head. Obviously a choice banded set, it can't be anything else, because that would not do that much damage. I go for the Psychic hoping it may be able to take him out. I didn't think it would, just because I'm a timid as opposed to modest, and I don't have any boost from a Calm Mind, but fortunately he's actually going to miss the Hammer Arm, so that's great. It means Rachi can live another day, and I'm going to be able to go for the Thunderbolt. I go for the Thunderbolt on the switch, thinking he's going to go to something else to resist the Psychic, or I don't know why I went to Thunderbolt. Psychic was generally the better option, because he still has Gastrodon left, and he has this thing, obviously, and Psychic would have done a little bit more than Thunderbolt, though it wouldn't have really mattered, because its special defense is pretty decent anyway, Latios anyway, but he goes for a Calm Mind as I switch into Noctowl, and he's going to go for a Dragon Pulse here with Life Orb and +1 special attack from Latios. Look how well Sophos takes that, just over half. I mean, really, this Noctowl it takes hits all day, every day, and it's great. It really, excellent special wall. More people should use it, but I managed to drag in the Conkeldurr, and I've got a feeling he's not going to go for the Mach Punch. He's going to predict my switch, predicting his Mach Punch, and therefore I'm going to stay in and go for the Nightshade, just knowing that I'm going to outspeed him and hopefully going to be able to just take him out clean, which I do. So fantastic, Conkeldurr's out the way. I'm not going to be afraid if any choice band priority Mach Punch is coming my way, which is fantastic. So in comes Jirachi. I don't know what type of set he's running. He may be running a Power Fusion set or just a defensive, physically offensive set. But it turns out he has a second Stealth Rocker, which is kind of weird. I mean, I wouldn't think that you'd run Ferrothorn with Stealth Rocks and then run a second Stealth Rocker. I guess it's good for insurance, but not really the usual thing to do. I guess you could have used another move slot, but he's going to switch out, fearing I guess, me to be able to do more to him than he can to me. Probably is a body slam variant, which is why he switched, because he knows that body slam's not going to be able to do anything to me, obviously. And I can freely set up the sub on the switch. So in comes Gastrodon, and I know this thing is specially defensive like a bitch, because this was back, we took this match back a couple of months ago, so Thunderous was still running around, so he's running a max special defense Gastrodon set. So I know that if I'm going to be able to do any damage to this guy, I want to be getting up as many Calm Minds as I can. So I'm going to go for a Calm Mind as he brace myself with an Earth Power, and instead of going for the Psychic here, I'm going to go for a second Calm Mind. I guess it probably would have been better to go for 2+1 Psychics instead of 1+2 Psychic. I'm really not too sure about that, but I thought that maybe if I got +2 special defense, I'd be able to live that hit a bit better. I don't take it as nicely as I guess I wanted to, but at this point I'm forced to go for the Psychic. I know I'm probably going to die. I will die from an Earth Power this turn, unless he goes for the Scald, predicting my switch or something, but I'm actually going to crit him and get the special defense drop, so Rachi just pulling out all the stops, Serene Grace special defense drop, and a crit, so yeah, fantastic. I mean, that's really diminished his Gastrodon for later on. He can still bring it in and recover potentially, but it's going to decrease its survivability a lot more and make it a lot easier for me to work around it. So in comes Hitmonchan, MVP Hitmonchan. I love this thing. This is an impish set with lots of random EVs around the place, created by Banana292, and a really excellent poke in general. So as you can see, he comes in with Latios, predicting, I guess, the fighting move, and I do go for the Drain Punch, but unfortunately for him, Hitmonchan has the power to from a Latios from half health can take a Drain Punch on the switch in and then die to a Mach Punch. So there you go, Latios just died to a Hitmonchan with 2 fighting moves. So there you go, that's Hitmonchan for you. Kills Latios every day, all day, as a champion does. But in comes Jirachi, which I don't want to stay in for. He can most likely Body Slam, try and paralyze me or something like that, and I don't really want him trying to do those shenanigans. I know Drain Punch won't do too much, judging by the fact he has lefties and Wish and is basically a defensive variant. So I'm going to go into Donphan. I guess just trying to throw an Earthquake his way is probably the best thing I can do at this point. And I know I can live Iron Heads, just granted he doesn't get flinches, but he's going to get a first flinch, hoping I can maybe break through another one, and he flinches me again. So fine, you keep flinching me, not really a problem, but I'm hoping after 2 flinches I might get the Earthquake off. No, he gets another flinch, yup, and I'm thinking I'm going to die from this hit, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to leave Donphan to die. But instead, Iron Head's going to leave me on 1 HP and flinch me, so he's going to flinch me 4 times in a row, which I guess kind of makes up for the fact that I crit hit his Gastrodon and got that special defense drop, and whatever else hacks happened, I can't remember. But there you go, he's going to flinch my Donphan 4 times in a row, and not good at all. But he's going to throw up a Wish here. I know that Azumarill can do a decent chunk to him with Waterfall, and I'm just trying to gauge how much it'll do, and it does well over half, so I'm thinking he's maybe more specially defensive, or I don't know. He probably has lots of defensive investment, because that would have done a decent amount anyway. But he's going to try the multi-purpose switch here, which if I'd stayed in and gone for a second Waterfall being greedy, it really would have backfired, because Gastrodon would have not only got Water Absorb, but it would have gone the Wish as well. So I do pull the safe double switch, knowing that he's most likely going to pass the Wish to this guy, and in comes Hitmonchan, who at this point, funnily enough, has the willpower and the capacity to demolish the rest of his team. So judging by the fact that he's a specially defensive Gastrodon variant, he's not going to be able to live a Drain Punch from over half, and I'm going to clean take him out with that Life Orb Drain Punch. Cleans out the Gastrodon. So in comes Rotom. The thing is asleep, and its health is almost max, and I know I get 1 guaranteed turn of sleep, so I'm going to go for the Drain Punch here. Hopefully take him all the way down to the point where a Mach Punch will KO him, and that is an easy range in the red. Mach Punch is going to be a definite KO from Rotom, even after the leftovers. Just judging how much Drain Punch did, and just generally how powerful Hitmonchan is, Mach Punch is going to be able to clean the thing out. So just Hitmonchan doing work. He really is. I love the set. It's impish, max attack, some HP, some speed, some defense. EV's thrown all over the place, like literally all over the place. In comes Ferrothorn. I know it can live a Drain Punch because it's fucking Ferrothorn. It lives things. It just does. That's the rule. It's Ferrothorn and it lives. He could potentially go for the Power Whip, but he guesses that Leech Seed is the better option for him in this scenario. I'm not sure if he's going to be carrying Protect, because that would be kind of annoying, having Protect and Leech Seed going on, but I don't think he will. Standard Ferrothorn don't really run those, unless you're running the Toxic Leech Seed Protect set, the one that I've been using in Ubers, but it's easily going to allow me to take him out with a second Drain Punch, get my health all the way back to full, and at the end of this turn, I'm not going to be losing HP from Leech Seed, obviously, because of the fact that there's no opposing Pokemon on the other side. So all I take is the Iron Barbs and Life Orb, which leaves me at a decent range to where Jirachi here can probably be killed by a Drain Punch, but I'm not sure if it will, if it's going to be able to flinch me to death. But thankfully, Serene Grace is not going to be on his side when Hitmonchan is alive, and I'm going to be able to break through the flinch hacks, get the Drain Punch off, and at this point a Mach Punch is going to be able to take out Jirachi. So I think, I can't quite remember, but I think Hitmonchan killed 5 out of his 6 guys. Noctowl killing the Conkeldurr and Hitmonchan killing the other 5. So Hitmonchan just gone through a team and killed a Ferrothorn, a Jirachi, a Latios. What else did he have? A Rotom Wash and a Gastrodon. So major props to Hitmonchan there, doing some work, and yeah, definitely shows you that you know, stuff with priority and unconventional EV spreads can do well as long as they actually work in the environment, which has turned out to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed the battle, and if you did, then you can check out my personal channel if you would like to. Link will be below. Otherwise, I will see you guys whenever I upload again. But yeah, until then, I'll see you soon. Bye.